Ignore my hair. This is, I don't know what this is. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Des Roulette, and today we are going to get a new car. So this video is a little different than any other video I've ever done, but I figured that this is a memory that I probably want to hang on to because I am no longer going to be keeping my favorite car ever. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the process and clean it out and then show you the car that I'm getting instead. I'm leaning down because my tripod is not tall enough. But basically, this is my 2017 BMW GT 330i. I've been leasing this car for about 2 years now. I have a lease broker who used to work for BMW and has a really good relationship with BMW. And even though this is a fantastic deal, and that's kind of why I was able to afford it in the first place, I will be trading this car in for something more practical. So my lease broker is a legwork service. He finds the car, negotiates the deal, handles all the paperwork, and delivers it to you at your choice of location. Mine being my house, and then he takes away the car that you're trading in. They do also take trade-ins of cars that were not leased through them. I've been working with him for about 5 years, but the first time I got a car from him, I actually traded in a Honda Civic that I had that I'd been leasing through Honda, so he could still take that away and close up the loan and everything, and they just take care of all of that. So I don't have to go to a dealership, I don't have to talk to anybody else. I just tell him what I want, what I can afford, what kind of features I like, and what color car I want. Doesn't always work out with the color. Sometimes the inventory will be limited, but I am getting a black SUV today, which is what I wanted. All right, let's get started. Alright, so we're going to do a quick car tour now that I've emptied everything out. So let's start with the trunk. Similar to a hatchback, plenty of space in there, and I also have the little trunk button. So when I'm grabbing all of my groceries and I have them all on my arms because I couldn't possibly make 2 trips, just click this little button and let the trunk close. I have this brown leather interior. All the seats have heating capabilities, so if you're sitting in the back seat and it's winter and you're cold, you would just hit this little button if you're on the left to heat your seat, and this little button if you're on the right to heat your seat. You can also charge your phone back here, and you can control your heat, your AC, move the vents around, close them up, open them. Very convenient, luxurious. The car is in good condition. It's basically brand new. I took pretty good care of it, and it's only 2 years old anyway, or 3 technically, if you're counting from the date of manufacture. I also love that the windows are frameless, so instead of rolling down the window and having this frame here, it's just open space. I don't know why I like that specifically, but that's something that I'm definitely going to miss. I have a heads-up display. I don't think that you can see it on camera, but that's another thing that I will miss. It displays information like your speed and your gas percentage and stuff on the bottom of the windshield, so you can kind of glance at it while you're driving. There's a CD player as well. This is where I control my heat and my air conditioning and my radio. This is also the lock and unlock button, hazards, and I can control my vents here. All the settings in the car are controlled by this little device, which you can also spell letters out. So if you're trying to navigate somewhere and you want to go to Parker Street or something, you would just trace out a P on this device if you didn't want to scroll around to find the letter, and it picks up the letter or the number, right? Like number 511, you know, it's really convenient and fun, and it's another thing that I will miss. I also have the option here to turn off some cylinders if I want to go eco and save some gas, or if I want to go sport and really speed my car up and show off, or I can just stay in classic. We've got all the standard steering wheel buttons here as well. Can change radio stations with this and, you know, take phone calls. I can talk to the car, tell it to take me somewhere. Navigate to Disney World.
Please enter a destination first.
All right, she doesn't want to search it herself.
Please give a destination input command.
Cancel.
Cancel.
The screen also adjusts for the time of day, and the navigation adjusts for time of day as well. I don't even know if my new car has navigation. Actually, I should find out about that. I'm also going to miss my side view mirror collapse button. That's a fun one. And this car has amazing parking assist as well. There's my center console. I had my iPod plugged in there. And the glove box, that's pretty standard. Oh, I do have this beautiful panoramic sunroof though. And I love that. But I guess that's really it for my BMW car tour. I'm gonna try to do a similar car tour when the new car gets here. I'm already realizing how many things I'm gonna be missing out on by getting rid of my Pashmina. That's what I call her. Okay, I'm actually gonna show you my parking assist so I can get close to the curb. So I'm in reverse right now. When you pop it in reverse, it gives you these guidelines and the camera on the screen. And you can just line your green lines up with the curb. And that's how you know that you're straight. Pretty fancy. It's a sad day.
I will remember you.
Okay, we are back, and this is the new car. So this is a 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Let me see if this works. Oh, all right. I just read about this in the manual. If you hold the key or have the key with you, you can press this little button to open up the car. And I also realized that my side view mirrors did automatically open when I unlocked the car, which makes me think that they automatically closed when I locked the car, which makes me think that they're, yeah, there it is. Makes me think there might be a button on the inside to automatically open and close my side view mirrors, which is a feature I really like. We have fabric seats, although these fabric seats do have heating capabilities as well, which I think is interesting. Actually seems kind of tight. Okay, there is no option for heated seat control back here. You have your standard up-down window and door handle though. You also have the rear window wiper. The trunk does not have the same trunk button that I showed you guys with the GT, but that's all right. Okay. Here's the inside of the front. There is no sunroof or moonroof here, but we do have a 4-wheel drive button. There's our gear shift, standard center console, and glove box, USB port to plug in my iPod. The USB in the BMW was in the center console, which I think I prefer because I can kind of tuck the iPod away and kind of keep the car looking less cluttered without this cord here, but it honestly is not a big deal. This car is not equipped with pre-installed navigation, but it has CarPlay, so I can use the navigation on my phone and it will display on the screen here, but it will use my phone data obviously. But the car is pretty comfortable, and I do prefer the height of sitting in an SUV rather than a coupe. But I think that that's all that I can say for now. I did take the car for a quick little drive around the block, and it seems to drive fine. Pretty smooth ride, I guess. Obviously, I'm gonna have to use this car a little bit and learn a little bit more about it before I can decide whether or not it's kind of a dud. But honestly, I'm just lucky that I have a car at all, because if I didn't get this car through my lease broker, I would have had to return my BMW next month because it was the end of my lease term anyway, and I wouldn't have anything to replace it. I don't have any liquid cash, so I wouldn't be able to buy a car in a private sale either. I'm very happy and very blessed that I even had the opportunity to get this car. I'm just being a baby because I loved my BMW.
Talk to me again in 2 years. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope that this video wasn't completely boring and torturous for you, but it's just something that I wanted to have. So I'll post it up in case anybody's interested in seeing my garage. And I'll be back with more next week. Bye.
What's this? Oh, you're getting wrapped up.
I wonder if she's on camera. Probably not. She's too low to the ground.
Oh, Beanie, baby. Oh, sweet thing.
You go for a ride?
Wanna go for a ride?
Come on, Bubba.